Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. That was my mistake. All right, Jordan, try again. Oh, there you go. Let me see. I heard the little beep. Hold on, let me see. There, yes, Jordan.
Hello.
Yeah. Hey,
How goes
how's it
it?
going? Um,
I'm good.
I
How
know
are
I
you?
just I'm still asleep, but but yeah. Introduce yourself and your channel.
What's going on, everybody? I am Jordan Renee. I am the pop culture curator of all things inclusion and awareness over at Georgia, Carolina, the gated and discrimination-free community where we personalize culture and entertainment and then curate a conversation that's based on self-discovery and growth.
Oh, okay. So I'm trying to do this right. So if I mess up, don't come through the screen and shoot me. Now your pronouns. What is your pronoun? What is your pronouns? Did I say that right?
She, they.
Oh, she, they. Okay, I'm he,
Mhm.
him. Okay. All right. So let's get straight to it. Nene Leaks is suing Bravo, the parent company, Kim Z, suing you, suing me. So what's going on?
Listen, as much as I've been talking about Nene Leaks recently, I might get named in this lawsuit at some point. Cause I don't know. She may go back and unblock me on Twitter and dig up some old tweets I done sent her. I don't know. It's all weird because she's naming incidents that are having to do with her castmates, but yet her castmates aren't the people named in the lawsuit. Um, and then the thing that's kind of like iffy and like contradictory about this is the fact that she's still like, I don't know, like I can understand you filming a show with somebody that you have contention with. That's just, base professionalism. But then you would see her like engaging with the same people who she said put her in a racist environment outside of filming. Like, how many times has she linked back up with Kim? When Kim came back on the show, she welcomed her with open arms. And then after the show, like they were just at some convention not too long ago where they hugged up and filmed up, and all the blogs went crazy that they're back friends again. They were about to have a spinoff where
Right.
they were supposed to be going on a road trip, and Nene was bragging about how she gave the $1 million back and how she walked away from that show. So it's like, how much it's just hard because on one hand it's like, how much of a negative environment were you in when you're bragging about being the highest paid person on a franchise, if not the entire network at one point?
Right.
But then of the same token, on the flip side of that, I can understand you building your resources and building your, this, that, and the third. Like, I could see it if she was like building her connections on the back end, or um, like if she was, establishing these Hollywood connections and establishing these relationships so that when she did walk away, she'd be able to walk into a whole new career, something like Cynthia Bailey did.
Right.
Um, but that didn't happen.
But you know what? I saw Cynthia Bailey on this show on Hulu called The Single Drunk Female. And
Mm-hmm.
it was a scene where she was playing a guest as a book club member. And she was pretty good. I'm not going to say she's going to win an Oscar, but I'm going to say that she was pretty good.
All the girls, they get all the opportunities and they take them, child. I'm just glad she's not out here presenting it like it's a passion that she's always wanted to do. And it's like,
Mhm.
I've always wanted to be an actress. Like, no, they offered me a check and I took it, and it was something that was fun. So I did it. Like,
Right.
just, just
She
keep it
was her
player.
first self. Yeah, she was her first self. Yeah, get back to Nene. So somebody asked me, well, if she suing Bravo, why the other ladies not suing Bravo?
That was another thing that I was feeling about it. Like, mind you, there's only one other person that's suing Bravo right now, and that's Mariah Huck from Married to Medicine. Now, from what I remember, I can't specifically remember her naming like a racist work environment. I just remember them stealing her intellectual property being the base of her lawsuit, right?
Right, right, right.
So if you don't have any other women of color having any complaint, like to the point of like coming out and speaking out and leaving the show. And mind you, I'm not just talking about black women, because we don't have like a lot. Well, we do have quite a few now that we have 2 full black casts. But I'm saying even with the Shaws of Sunset, they
Right.
had a whole family about they had a whole show about a family that was Mexican, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Like they've had different types of people of color on their network, and I haven't heard any type of like real complaint about racism.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they may have been pissed at how the producers handled some shit, but it
Oh
was never like, oh, I feel like they're being racially biased against
yeah.
me.
But I think that was the Shaw, the son of Shaw's or whatever the show was. I think they
Shaws
were
of Sunset.
Persian. They was Persian,
Hmm.
and then they had an Indian show too. So I don't know. I didn't care for the Indian show, but
I don't get into the shows that much. Like I stick to my core shows because I hit a cap when it comes to reality TV, and then I have to protect my spirit. So I don't get into all the shows, but I hear about them. I stay abreast of the pop culture zeitgeist, but I stay in my lane. Child. I stick to I stick to the rivers and the lakes that I'm used to.
okay. So which ones do you mainly watch? So I guess it's Atlanta.
I really watch Atlanta, Potomac, like all the ones that I watched from the very beginning, like New
Okay.
Jersey, like Beverly Hills. I jump in and out of Orange County because I have been watching Orange County since season 1, episode 1, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not getting any better, so it's harder for me to watch it. But the
Yeah.
ones that I schedule and I watch religiously, Atlanta, Potomac, Beverly Hills, New Jersey, and depending on how they treat Ebony depends on if I'm going to be watching New York or not.
Yeah, but they are basically dealing with Ebony K. Williams. Um, she had to I don't know, produce or give an outline of her friends that she can have
Hmm.
on the show to to intertwine with her on the show. So I
They're
don't know how they're gonna do
they're
that, but like,
basically giving her the opportunity to cast the show. Like they did the same thing with Nene. They did the same thing with Vicky. They did the same thing with Sharice down to the Potomac. The only other show outside of the Housewives that I watch religiously on Bravo is Married to Medicine too, by the way. That one is my favorite of all the shows on Bravo. But they did the same thing with a lot of these shows where like they wanted to have these organic friendships, but the thing is they weren't giving her an exclusive option. So like
mhm,
she's just with all the other women that can bring in a friend group. So like anybody can bring it in, and that'll be the cast they go with. There's no guaranteed first look at and her friends. So
mhm.
listen to Carlos King's podcast, Reality with the King.
Yeah,
She was on,
it's
I believe, the
good.
first episode, and she was basically
Yeah,
saying how she has to audition for her job again.
right, exactly, exactly. That was a good ass interview. That was a
It
good
was
interview.
amazing. It was
They were throwing so
amazing.
much tea. Oh, they were throwing so much tea. It didn't make no sense. I was like,
It was
tell
such
them
a
white girls,
validating
tell them white girls that they ain't shit.
it
Especially
was
like
validating for me because everything
Ramon.
that I've been saying, speaking on these live panels, speaking on my YouTube channel, speaking in my videos, like I've been saying this forever, where it's like y'all are making it seem like she's coming in there preaching, and it's like, no, that's the reason why she was hired. She specifically told y'all, I'm not here to teach y'all nothing, but you can't walk in a room. Well, my analogy is this: you can't see words on a paper and not read them.
Right. Exactly.
So if you see it happening in front of you, if you see a duck walking in the middle of Walmart, you're not gonna be like, I don't see it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like the
That's
elephant
true.
is in the room. Do you get what I mean?
Hmm. That's true.
And they didn't
That's true.
give her a fair shake because they put her in position to be someone who basically comes their finger at this group of white women that she don't know.
Right, exactly.
And then on top of that, she's not even in their age bracket. Yeah, she's grown as hell. She's in her 40s or, whatever the case may be. But most of these women are in their 50s and above. So she's not
Right,
even really
exactly.
in their collective age bracket. So not only do you not know them, you don't relate to them. And then you're being forced into a position of a judgmental perspective when that's not even your intention coming into the show.
Right. Yeah, they on that interview with Carlos King and I love saying her name, Ebony K. Williams.
Mhm.
They were saying like all them ladies is a hot mess. Even Leah, she try to act like she pro black. I mean, pro something. I don't know what it's called, but she down for the cause. Or
Back in the day when we, back in the day, we used to call it "She thinks she down." Back in the
right,
'90s,
right,
she thinks she down, and she
yeah,
ain't.
right.
Like,
She all
but
up for herself in that little
right,
t-shirt
because
that she got.
this was supposed to be like, I hate, like, here's the thing. I don't mind if you fake a friendship coming into the show, and like they say like, oh, you gonna bring her into the show, y'all gonna pretend to be friends or whatever, but don't oversell it. And then when
Mhm.
it falls apart, y'all act like y'all was never friends. Cause they came into the show, they was sisters, they was best friends, they was,
Mhm.
And then after the fact, it's like, no, we were just, homies. We were just girls that knew each other. It's no big deal. It's no shade. But like,
Right.
I just didn't like. Mm. But what pisses me off more is like you're the one that brought that girl into the show, but yet you're also one of the bitches who wouldn't sit down and come to a mutual agreement so that y'all could continue filming. Now, mind you, that could be looked at one of two ways. It could either be one, she's showing her true colors and she ruined the original she helped to ruin the original franchise, or B, she actually did us a favor and now we actually get a Real Housewives of New York franchise that actually represents New York today and not when
Right.
Sex and the
Yeah.
City was
Yeah.
originally being filmed.
Yeah. You know what? Personally, I think that Barbara brought her in for a reason. They wanted her to shadow and cause. I mean, she didn't cause ruckus or anything like that. They wanted something to shake up the ladies, and that did. And they, I mean,
100%.
right? They was used to like somebody said, they never had a storyline. How many times Sonya gonna be an alcoholic? Then how many times is what is that little chick name? Say La La Vie? Her. How many times she gonna
Luann.
yeah, Luann, how many times she gonna be an alcoholic? And then Ramona,
You
you
know,
know,
she just got called out for being drunk in public again. She got kicked out that gay bar after
right,
she just released a faux rosé. I was like, girl, how you release a non-alcoholic beverage and then get thrown out of a bar for being drunk? Good
right.
for you, girl. Say la vie, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so La Vie. But yeah,
That's very Giovanni.
right. I have a group on Facebook. Uh
Mhm.
it's called Merit Medicine and Discussion or something. So I posted a picture of what's her name? Quad the fraud. And
Ooh,
and
I'm not gonna call her no fraud. I'm not gonna do her like that. I love Quad.
I
Miss
love her
Quad,
too.
Miss Quad, she got it, she got it.
Right, but anyway, so I so
Go ahead, girl.
I, I had I had said, where's Quad getting all this money? She be taking all these pictures, to get her hair,
Hmm.
her makeup, and all her different clothes. And then
Hmm.
the ladies got upset in the group. Oh yeah, it had to be a man to say something like that. And then they was like, "Well, you should be trying to count her money." I said, "I'm a reporter, so this is what I do."
What do you mean? How dare they when they have been counting Marlowe's coins for the past 10 years?
Right, exactly.
She done listed off 10 LLCs, six businesses, two brick and mortars, and her sugar daddy, and y'all still asking her where she get her money from. That is black women, not
Right,
black men. They want to
right,
know. Black men care about where she gets her lingerie from. Nobody like they don't care where she get her money from.
right, exactly. So they went off on me. So I told them, I said, y'all can leave if I want to. Because I don't need y'all. Because I started a group with nobody.
They're only saying that because you're a male identified person speaking
Right.
on a black woman. If that was if you were a black woman saying that, they would be going in on Quad. They would be reading Quad the house down boots. But because you're a man, it's now, oh, you hate black women. The same thing happens to Neva all the time.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Okay.
sure that it's gonna start happening to me because I've started making content about the intercultural problems that are going on within the black community instead
Mhm.
of attacking white people solely. Now I'm holding black people to the fire for their own damn problems, and it's not going so well for me down to the TikTok. But it's all good
Oh,
because the message
you
still
on
has to be
TikTok?
said.
You on TikTok?
I'm not I'm not on TikTok. Like I have a few TikToks that are just fun, but most of the time I'm just posting clips of my videos from my YouTube channel just to, spread the word or whatever. And like I'll post like 3 minutes of my video or I'm like 2 or 3 3-minute clips from the thing based around like a certain point or a certain sound bite, and like I'll just share it as like clips from the video and stuff, but I'm not really a TikToker like that. I've done
Oh, that's
TikToks,
real
but
smart.
I'm
That's
not a
real
TikTok.
smart. I think
Yeah,
that's
it's
real smart.
promo for me.
Yeah, it's real smart. Um, this
That's the only reason that I use social media, with the exception of Twitter. Now, I talk my shit on Twitter, but
Mhm.
everywhere else, I just post my thumbnails, my videos, clips of stuff, go links to my YouTube channel, and it's promo for me. But Twitter is the only social network that I actually engage in. Now that Elon Musk has purchased it, I'm gonna have to, we may have to reconsider some things. I'm gonna have to see how they moving.
Yeah, that's true too. So what is your TikTok name?
Georgia, Carolina. All of my
Oh,
socials are just the same as my channel so that it's easy to find me. Georgia, Carolina.
oh, okay, okay. So I'll be able to find that. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So what else I was gonna say? Well, I'm glad you came back on. That's one thing. So I'm glad
I
you.
appreciate you having me. I just
Yeah.
want Charlemagne the God to give Nene Leaks a podcast on the Black Effect so that she can have something to do. I just want her to find something to do that is not wrapped around being involved in a major network, because she's already shown that she's willing and able to burn those bridges for less than probable causes.
Right.
So when she get through with the BET College Hill revival, hopefully she, gets a degree or something over there down to the Texas State. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. um, I just hope that she figures out a way to sustain herself outside of needing to be a part of the corporate zeitgeist that is the entertainment industry.
Mhm.
Like, I need her to just start going to her people. Like, start talking to black people now. Start building a production company for yourself. Start talking to Tyler Perry. Start talking to Charlemagne. Because you trying to get work from these white folks, it's gonna be a lot harder for you now.
Mm-mm. Oh yeah, you mess with what? One of them. You mess with all of them.
They all pay attention. Yeah, they're
Right,
all paying
right.
attention.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
all watching. The E channel is watching, so you not about to get back fashion police. They ain't about to bring you over there. Like, you need to just start going to your black people. Go to All Black, go to Zeus, go to the
Oh
Black
yeah,
Effect and
all
get you a
black is good.
podcast.
All black is good.
Right, like go to
All black.
All Black and get your little piece of sitcom and go back to acting. You was on the Parkers back in the day for a little guest spot around the thing. Go on and tune up that little acting chops and figure something out. But you
Yeah,
don't need to be worried about. I don't think that Nene Leaks is ever going to be back on the same level that she was in her prime of Real Housewives of Atlanta. And if
mhm,
she does make it there, it's going to be a while.
yeah,
I don't think it's going to be anytime soon, unfortunately, because she has way too much talent to be wasting it on BS.
yeah. That's
Personally,
true. All
she has
right.
way too much talent. She has way too much star power. But God bless her though.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, God bless the child that has his own.
Okay, child. Well, yeah, I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna bring kids into this, even though her kids grown. I ain't gonna bring her kids into this because
Oh,
I kind of got a little.
we're not gonna talk about Cynthia's daughter go what 2 weeks to Howard University, then come back home and then start selling pantyhose and lipstick.
Well, listen, I understand that because I'm a person who's mildly I have mild agoraphobia. So like being in large crowds freak me out. So I get that aspect of it. And then on top of the fact, when she went to college, you got to think about it. They moved her in on national television. Her mother is Cynthia Bailey from the Real Housewives House of Atlanta, and her daddy is Leon from every Motown group movie ever made. He's played every singer there is. So when you move your child into college on on campus with a camera crew and your parents are both celebrities, I can imagine that everybody that comes up to you, or at least for me, I know that I would have also internalized that as everybody is coming up to me with an ulterior motive. Nobody is real. Y'all trying to be on the show. Y'all trying to be in my daddy's movies. Y'all trying to get some money. Y'all are fake. So I can imagine that level of social anxiety being
Oh,
like, I
okay.
can't do this. So then, when she left, now mind you, I'm getting all of this from an interview that Cynthia did and Noel's YouTube channel. But when she came home, Cynthia was like, "What do you want to do?" And so she was like, "I want to be an influencer." So she started leveraging her parents' celebrity and making it work for her instead of it working against her when she was in college. And so she started getting, not because of that. I mean, she's a beautiful girl and she's talented, but I'm sure that got her, at least 5 out of 10 toes in the door. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
So if you can come out of college and instantly just start working for yourself and not have to, punch a clock, go to a 9 to 5, build your way up and just walk in and automatically set your rate, I would tell my child the same thing because, I flirt with that college is a scam conspiracy theory.
Hmm.
So I'm not, one of those people that has to, that like tells my daughter specifically that she has to go to college. I just say
Hmm.
that you have to find a passion and a way to sustain yourself that you're going to be happy doing. Do you get what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
may or may not come with a college degree. Because
Right.
I'm doing YouTube at 30 and I'm on my way to being monetized and all the way. I say that because all the jobs that I've had in my life have been non-conventional. Like I've been a choreo like a pro dancer choreographer. I've been a YouTuber. I've been a podcaster. I've been a drag artist. These are not like conventional jobs.
Hmm.
So I can't sit here and be like, you have to go and get a 9 to 5 and clock your hours and do all of that stuff when I really didn't ever do that for real.
Right. I understand. Yeah, that makes sense. You have to find yourself, as the old folks used to say.
Find yourself. Very that. I
Yeah.
just need to know what. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna talk about Nene kids because I don't know what they doing. I'm just hearing a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah,
rumors
that's
about
true.
Nene kids,
Well, I know
and
one was a comedian, and then the one was he went to college or at least tried. So I don't know. Anyway, let me cut this off because I got a doctor's appointment at 3.
all right, babe.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me, love. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. I'm trying to cut it off. Yep.